What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the third video, our step, take the wheel, right? It's the second T in our formula, in our goal formula that we have. The proven goal formula that's working for thousands of people all around the United States, all around the world, really. Here's my book. I'm the author of the book, Why. Everything is in this book, all the worksheets I'm talking about, all the little steps. I encourage you to check it out. I encourage you to check out Wissler.com. That's where I have a lot of blogs and a lot of information that can really help you. So we're at our third step here. The third step is take the wheel. And again, I like to use analogies. So I'm going to use a clock analogy. Or actually, let me use take the wheel. You have two parts of it. Let me just take a step back. You have two parts. You have what I call your big action items. So again, if you wanted to start a business, let's do that. Let's change it up. If you want to start up a cleaning company, right? You can't just say, my goal is to start up a cleaning company. You're going to have a couple what I call major steps. A, B, C, D, and so on, right? And the first thing might be to find a name. Start an LLC. Well, and so on and all that stuff. It goes on and on and on, right? These are what I call my big action item steps. So those are going to be the major coordinates that move you towards your X, towards your goal, right? But it's not just that simple. You know, a lot of people think, oh, yeah, you're mapping out a roadmap how to get to your X, but find a company, find a name here. That's not that easy. You know, you can't just find a name in a day. So what do you have, right? Over on this side, you have find a name, but you might have 1, 2, 3, 4 different steps to finding a name. You might, on number 1 might be ask your parents, ask your friends and family, what do they think of this name? The second one might be to find out, hey, is this name taken by anybody else? Am I allowed to trademark this name if I want to for a business? The third thing might be, you know, just so on and so on and so on. So this find a name, you can't just get that done in a day. You got to break that off. You got to break those into your little step-by-steps. And that's what the little marks are, right? You can't just jump from one big number to the next, just like on a clock. When you look at a clock, you got 1 through 12, and you got all the little lines in between it. Those are the little step-by-step coordinates that I'm talking about. Start an LLC. Well, find out what's the government website you need to get onto. How much does it cost? I mean, just all the different steps that you need to. And what I do is you break down what I call the big action items right here, your step-by-step action items, and you take these step-by-step action items and you're able to use this for let's just say day 1. So let's say maybe it's a Monday. You need to get this done. Maybe on Tuesday, you need to get this one done. Wednesday, you get this one done. You break it into what I have a journal, right? I have a journal in the back of my book. This is a book and a workbook at the same time. And in that workbook is just the daily grind sheet, right? It shows you pull these little coordinates over every single solitary day. Again, you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. So I can't just say my goal is to become a professional athlete or my goal is to become a collegiate athlete. You can say that, and it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to break down what you're eating. You're going to break down how your workouts are. You're going to break down how am I getting recruited? You know, what am I doing? All these different steps. And you can't just say, oh, this week I'm going to worry about getting recruited, you know, this month. No. You need to have these steps written down. Just like I showed you, you know, in the first T, target. I talked about the Harvard study. You've got to learn to do your homework. This is where you just do your homework. Again, my goal formula, you're not doing anything yet. You found your why, you made a goal, and now this is where you need to take a step back and do your homework. Do your homework. You want to lose 20 pounds? how do I lose 20 pounds, right? Research it. This takes time. This step should take you a week. Figure out all the different steps you need to make them, or what it takes. Starting a business, there's 20, 30, 40 things. And then you can knock them down into little segments, right? And write it all down. So at the end of the day, you have, here, let me show you. I'll show you what it looks like. It's real simple. People want all these, when people read my book, one of the number one things they read when they get my book, wow, this book's only 100 pages, and then the workbook, it looks so basic. And then they do it for a couple weeks, and they're like, wow. I mean, read the reviews on my website. They're shocked because it works. So again, workbook, my big picture plan, right? Step by step. Boom, step by step. It's so simple. It looks too easy, but it works. It's very, very, very simple. But take your time. Don't just jump. This is a very, very, very important step. You have to do your homework. You have to learn what it's like to succeed at this. You want to lose 20 pounds? Well, what does it take? Don't just say it. What does it take? Don't just say it New Year's resolution, I want to lose 20 pounds. And you think because you're just going to eat right, you're going to lose 20 pounds? No. You've got to eat right, train right, do all the different steps to losing 20 pounds. You want to gain 20 pounds? Well, you got to eat right. Again, what are your levels of protein? How are you lifting? How are you training? How much cardio are you getting? All the different things, big picture items, break them down into small step-by-step action plans. And when you wake up in the morning, you already have a game plan. I'll get into the grind in the last step. I don't want to get into that yet, but you have to have this. So you should, again, have a board, have it written down step by step, exactly how to get to where you're going. And then lastly, imagine an airplane pilot. What do, right? They don't just say, hey, I'm leaving Miami and I'm flying to LA. No, they know exactly what time they're leaving. They know what runway they're getting on. They know at what degrees they're flying. They know exactly how high they're going to be elevation wise. They know the route. They know when they're going to start descending. They know what runway they're landing on. They know what gate they're going to, all before they even start to take off. They know how much fuel they need. They know everything about that flight, right? But they broke it down into step-by-step little action items. Boom, 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 boom. Got them, roger that. I'm ready to take off. So you need to do your homework. Do your homework and get whatever you want out of this life. Boom, that's three steps. We got one more T to go over and then that G. So stick around. Again, don't move past this step. This is it, and watch the next video until you know exactly how to get what you want. And if you don't know, that's okay. Research, 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 research. I became a professional athlete by using YouTube many years prior to me playing professional sports. I didn't know what I was doing. I literally YouTube exactly how to perfect my craft, right? I had to learn how to work out, how to eat right. I didn't know what to do, so don't use that as an excuse. Figure it out, man. Do your homework and get to where you want to get to. You deserve it.